Hi, I'm Jason Bellamy, coming to you from Washington, D.C. It's spring, which means the cherry blossoms are out, and it also means we have PTs, PTAs, and students who are here in Washington, D.C. for the Federal Advocacy Forum, advocating on behalf of the profession and the patients. I'm joined by, from APTA's Board of Directors, Sharon Dunn, APTA's President, of course, and from the Student Board of Directors, Allison Breakey. And we have more than 200 people who are here today to advocate, and more than 75 of those are students. So I want to start there before we talk about what we're going to get done at the forum. How long have you been involved in advocacy, and what lit that spark for you?
Probably, well, I've been involved in advocacy since I was a student, and that was, I graduated in 1987, and the fire that lit for me was our Government Affairs Committee in Louisiana. And so state advocacy, we fought the direct access battle for a good 30 years, finally had some success. So it's what lit the fire was that you can make a difference, even if it's incremental. But working with mentors in the state of Louisiana who brought me along and helped cut my teeth in advocacy, and also the relationships that you build over time. Those were the things that hooked me.
And so, Allie, on that note, you wrote something for the Pulse blog a few weeks ago talking about the impact that PT Day on Capitol Hill had for you a few years ago. So that, for people who aren't familiar, it's a massive rally of PTs and PTAs. It happens every few years, sort of a larger version of what we're doing here. What did you expect going into that, and what was the impact of that event for you?
Yeah, thanks. So going in, I had zero expectations. I was a first-year student. I wasn't sure what I was getting myself into, but I really wanted to get more involved. So when I got there, I was just so amazed and inspired by all these physical therapists, physical therapist assistants, and students coming together to really make a difference in the physical therapy profession. And walking away, I just felt so empowered that students can really make a difference. They were listening to us, and it was really empowering.
So that's the personal, what you guys get out of an event like this. For somebody who is younger, who's thinking about becoming an advocate, let's go advice really quick. So Sharon, for somebody who wants to be the next Allie, or for Allie who's trying to learn how to be an advocate like you, what advice do you have from your years of experience?
The advice is to take your passion that you already have and your knowledge of what the situations our patients face and just show up. There are plenty of people who are willing to mentor. Those who have been in advocacy for a long time are thrilled to see new faces, and it's a relationship building that you get to do and go back home and continue those relationships with the legislators in their home districts, because it's a team sport, quite frankly, and you don't have to feel alone in the sport. The more of us participating together, as we've said, we're better together. So that was my advice.
So Allie, you wrote in that Pulse piece that one of the things you learned on Hill Day was that you're more than just a student, that you can really make an impact at the student level. And your time as an advocate, limited though it may be, what have you learned that you can sort of impart to your peers?
Yeah, so I learned that advocacy has so many different pieces. You can start at a national level, at a state level, very local, and even just social media. You can get on and tweet about physical therapy advocacy, and it is intimidating as a student at first, but realize, like Sharon had said, you do have so many great mentors out there. So find that mentor and just get started, get right in there.
So students are learning how to be effective advocates, and many PTs and PTAs. They get coaching here. They learn about the issues that you're going to go bring to the Hill. So let's close with that, Sharon. What issues are we bringing to the Hill for these next 2 days?
Well, we have an administrative transition, but that doesn't necessarily change our public policy priorities. It changes our strategies and tactics, but our priorities are public access to our services. We're looking to continue our efforts to repeal the therapy cap, and then we have student loan forgiveness through our workforce initiatives. So those are the top issues, but our public policy priorities are evergreen, dependent and not dependent on the administration. So we're continuing to push to make sure patients can access our services.
Absolutely. So you can find those public policies on APTA's website. You can also learn more about the forum if you want to be involved in the future. You can catch Allie doing social media updates on the Student Assembly social media accounts through Facebook especially. And you can catch more updates like these from APTA's website. I'm Jason Bellamy, and I'll catch you later.